Oh yeah, let's get it ready, get it done, let's get it ready to rumble. I hope I did it right. Anyway, assalamu ala manittabal huda. I'm the Muslim apologist. I'm your host MENJ. This is my channel, the Muslim Apologist, and I'm your host MENJ. Yes, welcome to the show. Challenge me. So the point of this show is to invite our non-Muslim friends who may be watching right now to come on stage and ask that magic silver bullet question to me. And they are given 5 minutes to ask this question, and I will answer it, inshallah. Yes, so that's the rules. Yeah, and originally I wanted them to just switch on their webcams, but after thinking it over, I think that would just discourage them from coming on stage. Maybe they are camera shy, they have never talked to the Muslim before, and maybe they are just afraid of public speaking in general, right? So I've decided to just, all right, let's give some leeway on that. And yes, you can switch off your cameras, and all you need to do is just come on stage, ask your question within 5 minutes, maybe even two questions, depending on the question that you first asked, and I will answer your question. That's pretty much the rules right now. All right. So, Muslims, please do give the chance to our non-Muslim friends to come on stage. This program is actually meant for them. So, yeah, so that is why I'm not including Muslims into this platform. I'm sorry. It's not that I want to ignore you, brothers or sisters in Islam. It's just that this program is meant for non-Muslims to come on stage. Sorry, to come on stage and challenge me. Which is why there's the title. All right. It says, "Ask your question about Islam and challenge me." Yes, challenge me, the Muslim apologist, MENJ. Yes, this is your chance to go on stage. Non-Muslims, you can come on stage, ask your question, and challenge me to answer that question, which is the whole point of this program. Right? So, and let me see now. What I'm going to do is yeah, as usual, before we continue with the show, I will of course play my intro. So stay tuned for the intro. And we are back again. Thank you very much for joining my channel, for watching this stream. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli, amma ba'. So of course, as I've said earlier on, this program is, well, is especially meant or tailored for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam. And I'm giving the chance to non-Muslims to come on stage and ask their question, which they think will bother me so much that I won't be able to answer that question. So please do come on stage and challenge me, and I will answer your question. Inshallah, I will give you 5 minutes to ask your question, and I will answer that question. In fact, I'm going to give some leeway onto that. You can actually ask another question if your first question can be answered by less than 5 minutes. All right. So yeah, let me see now. There's actually a lot of comments by our Muslim brothers. So maybe before while I'm waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me, I will read the comments by our Muslim brothers and sisters. Yes, again, my Muslim brothers and sisters, I'm sorry for not being able to bring you on stream, because this platform or this current program is meant for non-Muslims only. So you can of course spectate and be a witness to this program. I know that perhaps all of us can learn something from their questions, inshallah. All right. So I'm going to read the comments while waiting for non-Muslims willing to come on stage and challenge me with their question. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with Palestinian stars. Um, all right, yes, of course, I'm on fire, baby. I'm always on fire. Okay. All right, so there's brother Abdullah. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. And then there's our Palestinian brother. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Brother, I'm really sorry for what happened yesterday. It wasn't my intention to offend you, but I hope, inshallah, you will be around and, spectate this event. If it's required of you to come online, because I know, Sheikh, you are very much knowledgeable than I am. If I do need your assistance, I will bring you on the platform. But right now, what we need are non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam. All right. So I was surprised that you no Aki, I've never deleted any of your comment, Aki. I'm not sure what you are referring to. Okay, I didn't delete any of your comments. And then brother Palestinian Star, when's your next debate? At the moment I don't have any debate being queued up, but I'm actually in discussion with this. I'm not sure what religion he is. He calls himself a Satanist though. He wants to debate me, but let's see how that goes. All right. I've no at the moment there's no information yet about the whether the debate will go on or otherwise. All right. And then there's brother Nadim. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. And Palestinian stars again. Modern day debate are good, but they're clearly biased. I'm not sure about that. I think overall they are quite neutral, and I'm okay with them. All right, I'm pretty much okay with them. Right, their positions. It doesn't matter, even though they may have a position or otherwise. As long as they remain neutral during the debate, that's fine. All right, I'm okay with that. All right. We all have our biases, by the way. Waalaikum salam, brother Brainiac. Okay, I'm not sure why you name yourself after the villain in the DC comics, though. But okay, whatever rocks your boat. Right. Otherwise, I'm not sure. I mean, I think Amy was a decent moderator as well. I have no problems with her. Right. Yeah, I think so as well. Perhaps they are, but then again, as long as they remain neutral during any debate, while I'm debating, while they're moderating, then I think that's pretty much fine, right? I mean, I have no real complaints about them, because if you saw how James conducted the debate between the recent debate between Daniel Hagikaju and our brother Daniel and that Murtada, I think that was actually run very well. Okay, I know James is an Orthodox Christian, but even so, he handled the debate pretty well. So I think they tried at the very least to remain neutral, and that is something I will always respect about MDD. All right. So anyway, yeah, I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me. Right. So what we'll do is the clock will start right now. 30 minutes starting from now. Okay. So right now it's the program has run for, I mean, the live stream has been running for 11 minutes. So I'm going to start the clock now for 30 minutes from now. If there's no one from the non-Muslim side that is willing to come on stage and challenge me, then I will declare this live stream to be a close. All right, to a close. Okay, so that's the rule. All right, and whenever a non-Muslim comes on stage, the clock is reset, and after the non-Muslim leaves the show, the clock starts again at 30 minutes. Okay, this is how this show will be run, so that we don't drag on waiting for someone to come on. And there may not be anyone willing to come on today. I don't know whether there will be anyone coming on today. And this, by the way, is an experimental series, live stream series. If you notice, I've queued up this series for the next 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to see whether this format actually works. And if it does, then maybe we will I will continue this, but perhaps it won't be for the one whole week. It will be at least once a week. All right. So I'm really going gung ho with this, experimenting for the whole week, since I'm currently in between jobs, so I have a lot of free time. And you know what better way for me to spend my free time than to commit myself to Muslim apologetics? Okay, it's in the name. So yeah, um, so if you're wondering why I'm all bubbly and speaking in this tone, well, I'm playing a character. So you have to keep in mind that we are all playing characters on live streams, okay? And that is why I've switched off my camera and so on, so that I can play this character. And yeah, any non-Muslim who's willing to come on stage, please ask your question and challenge me with your question about Islam. You're given 5 minutes, 5 minutes to answer, for me to answer your question. All right. So, yeah, please come on stage. You're most welcome to come on stage. The link is in the chat. You can see it pinned above. There's no real reason for you to avoid this. I'm giving the chance to any non-Muslim to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. 5 minutes, one question, maybe even two if your first question takes less than 5 minutes to answer. It's really that simple, all right? So yeah, this program is meant for non-Muslims. So I respectfully ask Muslims to allow our non-Muslim friends to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam. It's really that simple. It's really that easy. There's no catch to it. All you need to do is just click on the link. Click on the link above. It's right there in the chat. Click on the link, and then you will be taken to the backstage. I will add you to the stream, and then you can ask your question. You can ask your question and challenge me. Okay, so that's the whole point of this live stream. And I'm going to, I guess I'm going to have to read some more of the comments, because there's no non-Muslim who's willing to go on stage yet. I'm not sure whether there will be anyone coming on stage yet. So I'll just, while killing time, I will read some of the comments here. All right. So let me see now. Brother Abdul, yes, James remain very neutral and positive. Yep, I agree with you. Yes, I think James is very neutral, and he's the best person to be elected as the moderator for any debate. All right. And there's also Brother Co Treasure. Walaikum salam warahmatullah. Right. Um yes, that's true. I know that Amy didn't do a very good job, but perhaps I'm not sure why he allowed Godless Girl to do that. I really don't know why, but apart from that, I think it was quite decent, right? It was quite decent. I mean, I have no real complaints about that. Okay. So, Brother Nadim, Christians use the power of your God's Holy Spirit or even the Pope and come to, well, this is not the arena, this is the Challenge Me, Challenge Me show. Come to the Challenge Me show and ask your question about Islam. I'm not the arena, okay? I'm not the other guy, okay? I'm not the two alphabets Dawa or the other guy with the word then in the name, all right? So this is the Muslim apologist, and his show Challenge Me. All right, Challenge Me. All right. So Brother Muhammad has joined the show. Walaikum salam warahmatullah, brother. Walaikum salam. Yes. Yeah, I know who you are referring to. All right, I know who you are referring to. Uh no. I wouldn't even want to use the A word. All right, I want to just call it Challenge Me, the Challenge Me show. All right. So this is the show where non-Muslims can come on stage and ask your tough questions about Islam to me and challenge me with your question about Islam. Yeah, it's really that simple. All you need to do is come on stage, ask your question, and challenge me with your question about Islam. All right, another rule that I hope that our participants will take note of. Please don't ask questions about personalities. Don't ask questions about anything unrelated to Islam. Don't involve geopolitics. Don't involve um, your family issues. Don't ask questions on how to get rich. I won't be able to answer any of them. I don't know how to make you rich. So please don't ask questions to me about making money. All right. So all I want for you to do is to come on stage and ask me about Islam and challenge me with your question about Islam. Only Islam, only Islam. Please don't involve anything else. Please don't involve any other issues which may or may not be related to the topic at hand. All right. So I'm not interested whatsoever to answer anything else apart from Islam. So that's the whole point of the show. Please, non-Muslims, please do come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam and only Islam and nothing else. Okay, it's really that simple. The rules are very straightforward. I think even a 6-year-old child can follow the rules. All you need to do is just to go on stage, ask me a question within 5 minutes, and challenge me, and I will answer your question. It's really that simple. And I can even give you the chance to answer to ask another question to, so you probably will have the chance to ask two questions to me about Islam if the first question isn't that difficult to be answered within 5 minutes or below 5 minutes. All right, so it's really that simple. Yeah, the reason why I limit each question to the time of just 5 minutes is because we may actually have a queue. So we cannot give any disrespect to the person who's waiting in the backstage. So if for that waiting for their turn, so each person is allocated 5 minutes. Okay, I may actually extend that to 10 minutes, but not at this moment. All right. So right now the rule is that you are allocated 5 minutes to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam and only Islam. I'm not interested to know about your girlfriend. I'm not interested to know about your family. I'm not interested to know about your geopolitical gripes. I'm not interested to know how to be rich. I'm only interested to know what are your questions about Islam. What is your main question about Islam? And maybe you think that question cannot be answered by me. Please go ahead, ask that question, and challenge me with that question about Islam. It's really that simple. So right now it's already 20 minutes. We actually have around another 20 minutes to go before I declare this stream to be a close, because we are now down from 30 minutes allocation time to just 20 minutes allocation time. All right. So yeah, I'm still waiting for anyone, for any of our non-Muslim friends to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam. All right. So you're free to come on stage. The link is right up there in the chat. Just click on the link, come on the backstage. I'll add you to the live stream, and you can ask your question about Islam and challenge me with your question about Islam. All right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. What, three? I'm still waiting two. I'm still waiting one. Right now we have about 6 viewers. Mashallah, it's very good. I hope that there are non-Muslims watching this show right now. I'm pretty sure they are, but maybe they are shy. Maybe they don't want to come on stage. I don't know why. I'm still hopeful that they will come on stage, but it's all right. I'm just giving them the chance to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam. I'm still waiting for them to come on stage, ask your question about Islam, and challenge me, right? Like the show says, you're supposed to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. It's really that simple. It's really that straightforward. Yes, and and also I need to may I remind you again that you need to stick to the topic at hand. You need to only ask questions about Islam. Don't ask questions about how to mend relations with your girlfriend. I'm not a dating doctor. All right. I am the Muslim apologist. All right. So please make sure that you ask your questions about Islam. I think I saw a troll in the backstage, so I'm going to ban the troll. Right? I know that it's a troll because the person is using my name. I have no idea why. Okay. So please don't bother to come here with fake names. You will not be allowed on stage. Yeah, there was a troll um, with the name the Muslim Apologist Exposed. I mean, why are you so cowardly that you need to use my name and mock me with it? So if you want to, if you are sincere, if you are honest, and if you think that you have a question that you can ask about Islam to challenge me, then use your real name. All right. Mr. Troll, please don't use a fake name. Don't be a coward. Don't be a pussy. All right. You have to be a brave man. All right. You need to grow some balls and challenge me with your question about Islam. All right. It's really that simple. All you need to do is to go on stage, use your real name, please. I'm not going to entertain trolls. I'm going to ban any troll who dares to come on stage pretending to be someone else. I want you to use, at the very least, please use your first name or your nickname or a name which your mother calls you with, and come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. Be honest, be sincere, be brave. Don't be a pussy. All right. Don't be a pussy. Okay. So I want you to come on stage, be honest, be sincere, ask your question about Islam and challenge me with your question about Islam. It's really that simple. It's really that easy. There's no tricks to this. There's nothing that will, make it difficult for you to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. All right. So all you need to do is just come on stage and challenge me. What's so difficult about it? I really don't get it. Why would anyone use a fake name and try to sabotage this program? All anyone needs to do is to use your real name or your nickname or the name which your dear mother calls you with. All right. I don't care if your name is Pipi, Titi, or Kiki. All you need to do is just come on stage, use your nickname or your real name, it doesn't matter, and challenge me with your question about Islam. Don't be a pussy by becoming a troll and using a fake name. All right. So come on stage, please do. You're welcome. You're most welcome to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. It's really that simple. There's the link right up there in the chat. All right. All you need to do is just click on it, come on stage, and challenge me with your question about Islam. You are given 5 minutes. And let's say if your first question can be answered in less than 5 minutes, you will be given the chance to answer, to ask a second question. All right. Okay. So please do come on stage and challenge me. All right. Do challenge me with your question about Islam. All right. Please do come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. All right. That's all you need to do. All you need to do is just to come here, whether your name is Pipi, Kiki, Titi, Lala, Baba, Tata, whatever it is, I don't give a damn. All you need to do is to just come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. Okay. So, non Muslims, please come on stage and ask me your question and challenge me with your question about Islam. I'm still waiting. Right now, it's already 26 minutes, meaning we have about 14 minutes left before I declare the stream to a close. All right, because I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. It's really straightforward. Whether your name is Kiki, Lala, Mama, Tata, Baba, Gaga, whatever it is, please come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. All right, please come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. Okay, this is not a joke, this is not a game. I'm very serious in offering my hand in friendship to non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. All right, so there's 27 minutes right now since the stream has is running, and I guess we have about 13 minutes left, right? 13 minutes left before I declare the stream to a close, unless if a non-Muslim comes on stage and challenge me with their question or questions about Islam, depending on how soon I can answer the first question, that is. All right. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting three. I'm still waiting two. I'm still waiting one. Right. So again, I welcome all non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. Right now, there's about 6 viewers. MashaAllah, it's quite a good number. Number 6 is a very good number. But I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam. All right, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm really, really waiting. I'm still wondering what it is that is hindering you from coming on stage and challenging me with your question about Islam. Okay, I think the rules are very simple. I think it's very easy. Even a preschooler can do it. All right, I think even a preschooler can actually come on stage, ask their question about Islam, and they are given 5 minutes to ask that question, and I will answer that question. Okay, so if you are a non-Muslim, you are most welcome to come on stage. Right, you're most welcome to come on stage. If you are a non-Muslim, do come on stage and ask your question about Islam, and challenge me with your question about Islam. Okay, please do come on stage. Non-Muslims, you're most welcome, my non-Muslim friends, to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. Okay, so right now the time is almost reaching 30 minutes, okay, since the live stream has started, meaning that we are going to just have about 10 minutes left before I call the live stream to a close, okay? Because apparently there are no non-Muslims, although there are a lot of Muslims in the chat. I can see that there are a lot of non-Muslims in the sorry, a lot of Muslims in the chat. Sorry about that. There are a lot of Muslims in the chat, but there are no non-Muslims. I have no idea why the non-Muslims are very quiet today, because yesterday I saw a lot of messages coming in from the non-Muslims. So non-Muslims, I'm still waiting for you to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. All right. So it's 30 minutes right now. 30 minutes since the stream has been running, and we have about 10 minutes left before I declare the stream to a close. Okay. So I can't help it if no non-Muslim comes on stream. So I guess sorry folks, there is no if there are no non-Muslims who are willing to come on stage, then I guess we will be closing early. All right. So that's absolutely fine, because perhaps today they are busy, perhaps today they are working, or perhaps today they have other um you know they have other commitments that that hinders them from being able to come onto the live stream. But regardless, I'm still giving them I'm still waiting, I'm still giving them the chance to come on stream. I'm waiting for another 10 minutes. There's another 10 minutes left for the non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. All right. If you dare ask your question, please come on stage. Please come on stage. Don't leave your comments in the chat. Don't make pot shots against Islam in the chat. Come and face me here. Come and face me here on the live stream and ask your question and challenge me with your question about Islam. Okay, it's really that simple. Okay, so come on stage. Come on stage. I'm still waiting for you. You have the chance to come on stage. The link is right up there in the chat, in the chat corner, in the chat box. It's pinned right up there in YouTube. All you need to do is just click on the link and come here. I will add you to the live stream, and you can ask your question. You are allocated 5 minutes to ask your question and challenge me with your question about Islam. Okay, I will not entertain any comments in the comment section coming from non-Muslims. I want you to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. Don't be a pussy, grow some balls, come on stage, face me, and ask your question about Islam. It's really that simple. All right. If you want to show some honesty, some sincerity, please do come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. Don't make silly remarks about Islam in the chat when clearly this particular live stream, this whole show is meant for you. It's meant for you to come on stage and ask your question, to challenge me about Islam. All right. So I'm still waiting. I think I've been talking for the past 33 minutes right now. So give me a moment while I take a swig at my drink. I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me about Islam. Right now we have about 5 viewers. 5 viewers. Alhamdulillah, 5 viewers. It's not so bad. Okay. But I think yesterday was very high because at one point there were actually 20 viewers on stream. But maybe perhaps that was because it was the first challenge me episode for this week, right? So today is the second episode. So perhaps the uh, the novelty has worn off. So perhaps that's the reason why non-Muslims you know that is why non-Muslims are not here today, or they are too busy to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam, right? So, but not nonetheless, I'm still giving them the chance to come on stage to challenge me with their question about Islam. Okay, so the stream is now 34 minutes running, and we have about 6 minutes before I consider this live stream to have ended. Okay, I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam. Okay, please come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. Okay, so this program is meant for non-Muslims, as I think it should be apparent to everyone here. This program is meant for our non-Muslim friends to come on stage and challenge me about Islam with their question. Okay, and they are given 5 minutes to ask this question, and inshallah I will answer that question. And I will give them a bonus chance if, let's say, the question that they first asked is very short and it can be easily answered in less than 5 minutes, then yes, they can ask a second question. Okay, so yeah, I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and to challenge me with their question about Islam. Okay, so I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting three. I'm still waiting two. I'm still waiting one. I'm still waiting right now for non-Muslims to come on stage to challenge me with their question about Islam. So you are most welcome to come on stage to challenge me about Islam, and the link has been provided in the chat box above. So there's no reason for you to not to come on stage to challenge me with your question about Islam. All right. So there's 36 minutes now. 24 minutes left. 4 minutes left. All right. It looks like that this episode for this week would probably be the shortest episode. Right? Will probably be the shortest episode in the Challenge Me series, because there's no non-Muslim who's willing to come on stage now. I have no idea why. Perhaps the timing could be inappropriate for them to come on stream. That's all right, because tomorrow we are going to have another episode again, same time, same place, at the channel The Muslim Apologist, with your host MENJ. All right. So this series will be continued for the next few days until this Friday Malaysian time. All right. So it will be here for this week. Okay, and then I will look at the statistics and adjust to see which is the right time for me to do this program. Probably it will probably be a weekly program, but right now I'm doing an experimentation to see how how viable it is for me to do this live stream. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage to challenge me about Islam. And please ask your question about Islam only. Don't give me questions about geopolitics. Don't give me questions about your personal life. Don't give me questions on how to mend fences with your girlfriend, because I'm not interested in your girlfriend. All right. So please ask questions related only to Islam. So come on stage. You're most welcome to come on stage, non-Muslims, to ask your question about Islam. All right, only about Islam. And please ask your question to challenge me about Islam. 5 minutes. And yes, of course, as I've mentioned earlier, you will be given the chance to also ask another question if your first question can be answered in a very short space of time. Okay, I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and ask their question to challenge me about Islam. All right. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting three. I'm still waiting two. I'm still waiting one, but no one is coming on stage yet. And we have exactly 1 minute left before I declare this stream to a close, because apparently there are no non-Muslims willing to come on stage to ask their question to challenge me about Islam. Not really sure why that is so. Perhaps they are afraid of my beautiful face. Perhaps they have stage fright. Perhaps they feel that their question isn't strong enough to challenge me. That doesn't matter. All you need to do is to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. All right. So please come on stage, challenge me question, with your question about Islam. Again, I'm not interested to know about your girlfriend. I'm not interested to know about your personal life. I'm not interested to answer questions on how to make money, because I myself am not rich. All right, so I wouldn't know how to answer such a question either. All I'm interested in is to answer your question about Islam, to challenge me with your question about Islam, right? So actually, the time has ended. The 30 minutes is up, but I'm going to give another 2 minutes before I end the live stream. All right, because apparently there are no non-Muslims coming on here to ask their question, to challenge me with their question about Islam. I'm really not sure why that is so. Perhaps the timing isn't right. That's all right, because tomorrow we're going to have the same program again. We're going to have this challenge me series episode 3, and I will be here again tomorrow to allow non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with their questions about Islam. All right, so you are most welcome, non-Muslims, my non-Muslim friends, you're most welcome. I extend my hand in friendship to you to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. 5 minutes, 5 minutes for you to ask your question, and I will allow you to ask another question if your first question can be answered in less than 5 minutes. All right. So please do come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. And yeah, the timing is almost, the timer has shown, the counter has shown that time's almost up. We have only 10 seconds left, 8 seconds left, 7 seconds left, 5 seconds left, 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left, 1 second left, and it's over. It's over, folks. It's over. It seems that no non-Muslim are interested to come on stage to challenge me with their question about Islam. I guess not today, because perhaps the excitement from yesterday has worn off, and I guess perhaps today they don't feel the need to come on stage to challenge me with their question about Islam. But that's all right because, folks, Alhamdulillah, we have 7 people watching this stream now. I'm really um, pleased that there are people watching this, even though today we may not be so lucky because there are no non-Muslims willing to come on stage to challenge me with their question about Islam. But that's all right because yeah, I guess I'm going to have to declare this live stream to a close because no one is willing to come on stage. But that's all right because tomorrow we're going to have another episode, the third episode of Challenge Me and to ask me about Islam. All right. So with that, thank you very much for joining me on the channel, The Muslim Apologist. I'm your host, MENJ. I hope to see you tomorrow in the next episode of Challenge Me series. Okay, of the Challenge Me series. And I hope that there will be non-Muslims who are willing to come on this live stream tomorrow, perhaps, to ask their questions about Islam, to ask their question about Islam, and to challenge me with their question about Islam. And with that, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.